He thought he had gotten away with it. Untouchable, unstoppable. But karma? Oh, karma was already knocking at his door. Jaw-dropping allegations, industry whispers that refuse to fade. Diddy's empire isn't as untouchable as it once seemed. The scandals, the lawsuits, the silence. Just when we thought we had seen it all. Another dark secret emerges. Behind the glitz, behind the power, was a man willing to do anything to get what he wanted. Hip-hop's biggest businessman, the king of bad boy records, the man who built an empire, P. Diddy. He built artists as he built empires and decided who should move across his chessboard. Everyone was a pawn in his little game. The world was yet to see the horrors this man was capable of. A man hiding behind the mask. A man capable of going to any length to fulfill his greed and lust. But how far? Manhattan, the heart of New York City, where dreams come true and the sky's the limit. A world of its own and a city that never sleeps. That was what it was to every 16-year-old. Even to Jane Doe. Until it wasn't. It was a late night in the early 2000s, when the 16-year-old Jane Doe's life changed forever. She was going back from her part-time babysitting job when she ran into Diddy and his pals outside the building, where one of the rapper's well-known ex-girlfriend also allegedly lived. Like any teenager, she was on cloud 9 after the chance encounter with one of the biggest names in the music industry. She didn't know then that things would go south after that. Late at night, as she walked alone, Sean Diddy Combs approached her, striking up a conversation. Combs asked her where she was going late at night and warned her that it wasn't safe for her to be walking alone. Although Jane Doe repeatedly told Diddy that she lived right around the corner and would be home in minutes, Combs insisted on giving her a ride back home. After much cajoling by Combs, she agreed and got into his car. Something Jane would come to regret forever. It was a decision that would haunt her till the end. Once inside the car, Combs gave her a drink to apparently calm her down. At first, she hesitated, but then, perhaps feeling pressured, she took a sip. The moment the liquid touched her lips, something felt off. Her head started spinning. Her limbs felt like dead weight. The city lights outside blurred, swirling into a dizzying mess of neon and darkness. Her breath quickened. She tried to speak, but her voice came out slurred, weak. Diddy and his crew exchanged glances. They knew, and she knew. Something was very, very wrong. Panic crept in as she realized something was wrong. Before she could make out what was happening, Diddy and his counterparts had taken her to a studio, the same one which would turn the night's event into a horrid one. What followed was nothing short of monstrous. Things took a horrifying turn when she allegedly began slipping in and out of consciousness. The three men took turns assaulting her in the bathroom as she desperately pleaded for them to stop. Eventually, she lost consciousness, only to wake up later on the floor, curled up into a fetal position, overwhelmed by pain and the devastating reality of what had happened. The trauma of what happened continued to haunt her. It clung to her like a shadow, shaping every moment of her life. Going up against such a big name in the industry seemed near to impossible. He wasn't just somebody in the industry, he was someone with immense wealth and a huge network of connections. No harm could come to him, or so she thought. It was against the recent allegations against Diddy on charges of assault and sex trafficking. The victim, identifying herself as Jane Doe, decided to come forward to plead her case. Recently, Diddy has been taken into custody of alleged assault and sex trafficking. On March 23, 2023, simultaneous raids took place in Diddy's residence in Los Angeles and Miami. The raids marked the beginning of the two-faced superstar's fail. Diddy was charged with 3 charges, including sex trafficking by force. In late 2023, a 5th lawsuit was filed by his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Casey Ventura, accusing him of rape and physical abuse. That's when his real face was revealed.
I've kept this very quiet for 14 years. I mean, it's been a very long time. And once I saw the video, I just felt like I need to say something.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her.
Following this, many came up to reveal the dark and terrifying face of the star. A lawsuit was filed under the name of Jane Doe on Monday, January 7, 2025 in Manhattan, accusing Sean Diddy Combs of raping the then 16-year-old girl in 2000. The suit adds to a growing list of over 30 accusations of sexual assault and misconduct against the music mogul. Each new claim intensifies the growing pressure on Diddy, who has been at the center of controversy in the entertainment industry quite frequently.
And we gonna go full, buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Diddy has denied all allegations against him, maintaining his innocence and pleading not guilty in court. However, his legal team took an aggressive approach, arguing that for the case to move forward, the plaintiff must reveal her real identity. This move was widely seen as an attempt to pressure and intimidate the accuser into silence. Despite this tactic, the court ruled in favor of disclosure, ordering Jane Doe to publicly reveal her identity. In a bold and courageous step, the accuser has now come forward, identifying herself as Anna Kane, the ex-wife of Edmonton Oilers player Evander Kane. Her decision to step into the spotlight adds another layer of intensity to the already high-profile case, further fueling public scrutiny and legal battles surrounding the hip-hop mogul. In a statement given to People, Anna Kane addressed the court's decision and the pressure she faced to reveal her identity. She expressed her initial hope of using a pseudonym while seeking justice for the traumatic events she endured as a teenager. However, Anne claimed that P. Diddy's insistence of disclosing her real name was nothing more than an attempt to intimidate and silence her. Despite this, Anna Kane made it clear that she refuses to be discouraged from pursuing the truth and seeking justice. Standing firm in her decision, Anna stated that she is fully prepared to move forward with the case and hold accountable those responsible for the traumatic incidents she has suffered. Anna reflects not only her determination, but also the resilience of a survivor, unwilling to back down despite being targeted and intimidated by powers like Diddy. For months, we have only known her as Jane Doe, a woman who claimed to have suffered unspeakable horrors at the hands of the most powerful figures in the music industry, P. Diddy. Seems like P. Diddy has really taken the fall this time. The walls are closing in on him. What were whispers in the industry are now talked out loud, with Anna Kane stepping forward and over 30 lawsuits piling up against him. The once untouchable hip-hop mogul is now facing the harsh reality of his past catching up to him. This case is far from over. Do you think justice will finally be served? Or will Diddy find a way to escape the consequences again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We are reading every single one.